Hey everybody, welcome
Hello.
to Britpops React. You're me, BP1 and BP2. And you expected us to go out at midnight today, but we didn't. And we made you all think, hang on, where have they gone? But it was a bit different. We wanted to sort of make it a bit different because it's celebration of International Women's Day today. So
Indeed it is, yes.
You draw a little bit of attention from that one. So that's why we're out a little bit later. We're not out at midnight. So to change it up a little bit. And with that, you're going to get two videos from us today, actually, because we wanted to celebrate it International Women's Day. Yeah, lucky you. With NATALIE IMBRUGLIA.
Yes.
First, obviously, being an Aussie.
Indeed.
And we're doing our AFL Wednesdays. So the AFL one's going to come out a bit later on today. But yeah, we wanted to do this one because a couple of things. You know, she's really involved with IWD. You know, and this one is from a live, which is Torn. We all know Torn. Yeah, I'm sure, but not seen her do it live before. I remember her with her short hair in the old video back in way back when. But that's why we're here a bit later today. So yeah.
And funny enough, we were talking about this earlier, what we were going to do, and I normally in the mornings I listen to Chris Evans on Virgin Radio, this was from last year. She was on again this morning talking to Chris. She's got a radio show going out on Chris Evans at 7 p.m. this evening, all about sort of championing women's International Day and people that she looks up to and inspired her. She had some good stories, so if you're around and you can pick that station up, have a go. So NATALIE Jane Imbruglia, we haven't heard from her for a while. She sort of came on the scene
for a while,
but you know, listening to what she's been doing, she's been up to quite a lot. I think she had a bit of a time out where she had some writer's block, but she's been writing with people. Last night she turned up and she did 2 songs with Katie Tunstall.
There's another name that we haven't heard for a little while as well.
I know, she's doing the same. So Katie Tunstall was out and she invited NATALIE up to do, it was an impromptu. I think they were taking some photos and she asked her if she wanted to come on stage. So NATALIE agreed. I think she said it was the drummer from Razorlight and one of the Blur guys was on with Katie Tunstall. And then obviously we know NATALIE from her time as Beth Brennan. Good old Neighbours, which is my reason for picking the Melbourne Demons AFL team. 3 years after leaving the programme, she began a singing career with her chart-topping cover of Edna Swap's song Torn, so it was a cover version, from the debut album Left of Middle in 1997, sold 7 million copies. More recently in the UK, she won the Masked Singer UK as Panda.
She did, yes. She did win the Masked Singer as Panda. Yeah, brilliant that was, wasn't it? Absolutely fantastic.
I think we should sort of start doing some of those because they're quite fun, actually.
The Masked Singer. Yes, and in fact, normally you just reminded me of one that I don't think you would have known about, so we might have to record that one. Yeah.
And then normally they asked the winner to come back as a guest judge, and she said the reason that she couldn't is because she was invited to sing with Andrea Bocelli. So she's out there and about, mate. So she's doing a lot. So this will be good. Indeed. Yeah, I do like her voice.
Cool. All right. NATALIE Imbruglia live on the Chris Evans show back in, exactly about a year ago.
Yep.
I thought I saw a man brought to life. When he was warm, he came around like he was dignified. He showed me what it was to cry. Why you couldn't be that man I adore. You don't seem to know, seem to care what your heart is for. Well, I don't know him anymore. There's nothing where he used to lie. My conversation has run dry. Well, that's what's going on. Nothing's fine at all. I'm all out of faith.
Oh, nice.
This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn.
Nice.
I'm already torn.
Wow, there we go.
Very good, yeah.
Still, even, you know, all these years on, you know, she's still got such a fantastic voice.
Yep.
You know, and the way she just tweaks it a little bit. It's so raw, it's so live with the guitar. It just sounds great, doesn't it? It's just a great song anyway.
It is a nice song, yeah. I mean, when it comes on the radio, it's always one that you sort of, again, you know, just turn it up a little bit. Looking really good, you know. I mean, she doesn't seem to have aged much at all.
No,
I mean,
she looks amazing, really.
You know, so I mean, I'm guessing last year 46, something like that. But looks amazing, sounds good, you know. And as I sort of seem to remember from way back when. So yeah, very good.
Yeah, it's awesome. I really enjoy this because it's such a popular song in the UK when it came out, especially her initial album as well. So it was consistent, wasn't it? It was always on the radio, you know. And back then, radio play was huge in the UK. You know, we didn't have the streaming services that we've got now.
Yeah.
And she was everywhere, so she was a big star. All right. Let's keep on running. If you've noticed, if you're normally a regular viewer, you'll see this little QR code here that we put on the screen here. Many of you said, I'd like to support the channel, but can't do super thanks. Not joining Patreon at the moment. But you just wanted to buy us a coffee or a tea. We would love to have a cup of tea or a coffee on you. So you can either use a QR code or there is a link in the description to buy me a coffee. But thanks anyway. I just wanted to mention that because it is the first video I think we've released with that on there. So we won't bang on about it, but it is there if you ever want to use it.
Just in case you feel the need.
All right, let's keep going.
So I guess the fortune teller's right. I should have seen just what was there and not some holy light. But you crawl beneath my veins and now I don't care, I have no luck. I don't miss it all that much.
Nice.
There's just so many things that I can't touch and turn. I'm all out of faith.
Yeah, that's a nice
This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late, I'm already torn.
Oh, nice, straight into it.
To lie, my inspiration has run dry. Well, that's what's going on. Nothing's fine at all. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I'm ashamed, bound and broken on the floor.
So cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's so raw.
Yeah,
and I just sort of lose myself back in the day when I listen to this one. And also the guy on the guitar, I don't know who he is, but he's doing a fantastic job. Didn't realise how high this was in the key there. I mean, he's got his capo right the way down. Looks like on the 5th or 6th fret there, which is interesting.
Yeah,
nice muting. Nice muting.
Yeah. You know, I mean, to just stand there and sort of, you know, belt that song out only with a guitar for accompaniment, so there's nowhere to hide. And I mean, she's hit all the right notes, smiling away, having a lovely time doing it. Obviously, waving to a few people in the background there that she probably recognises.
Oh, that was me. She was. Didn't you see?
Yeah.
I should have just done that.
But yeah, I mean, Chris, normally on a Friday morning, he'll have live guests in, and they'll set up in the studio like this, and they'll do some great names on there. So, like I say, if you can pick up Virgin Radio, always worth a listen. There you go, Chris. I said I'd do the plug for you because I know you're struggling for listeners. So
yeah, of course you is. Oh, brilliant. All right, make sure you join us at Britpops React. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It is free. I should move that now.
Yeah, we've got to move that now.
I need to move that out, doesn't I? Yeah, let's do that now. Ooh, no, can't move it. Please subscribe to us at Britpops React. We're here all the time. We're here every day with a new video for you. We do lots of different reactions. We look after, like to promote young artists on the channel. All sorts on the channel, so do come with us. And stay tuned later on. If you are an Aussie and you are watching this, we have got our AFL video later on, which I believe is the best fights of 2022.
Always a good watch out.
We've got to find out what they're all about. All right, let's keep on going with Natalie.
Yes, please.
Keep that nostalgia.
You're a little late, I'm already told. Bring it down. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh. Sing it, Chris. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah.
The Chris Evans Breakfast Show with Sky.
There you go.
Very good.
Yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't it? I really enjoyed
Pretty boy.
that. Oh,
Guess who's that? Bit of knowledge.
Yeah, that is Mr. Gallagher comes up next, There you go. I mean, yeah, really great, mate. Such a lovely voice still. Real beaming smile and lovely rendition of that song for her acoustic. Great setting up there in the clouds in London somewhere. So yeah, no, enjoyed it, mate. I like that one, and big up for Natalie. Promoting IWD today, International Women's Day. We celebrate that on our channel.
Yeah, I mean, she sounded fine, looking great, enjoying herself, and like I said, just there you go, serendipity that I tuned in this morning. She was on the radio, and here we are, putting her out on our channel. So brilliant.
Yeah, funny. Well, we always score Britpops React. We may as well score it today. It's a difficult one. Yeah. But I mean, it's brilliant. It's a lovely song.
It is.
Really enjoyed all of it.
Yes.
Yeah. 10 for me. Yeah.
10 for me as well.
Yeah, 10. Loved it.
Up there. Brilliant song. Very nostalgic. Loved it.
Yeah. Very, very good. All right. Thanks for joining us today at Britpops React. Different time. I see. Until tomorrow.
Messing with your heads.
It's a goodbye from me.
Goodbye from him. Later.
Bye.
He's a 20th century boy.